Okay, I'm back working on the little Briggs Model N engine. According to some of the internet research I've made, these were made from 1940 to 1957. There's probably some other charts that disagree with this, but that's what I come up with, so it's going to be pretty close. So this little engine is no spring chicken. It's very well made. You can't buy anything made this well today. Cast iron, cylinder head, crankcase, everything's cast iron. Very heavy duty. I got it all tore apart, cleaned up. I took the cylinder head off and checked the valve clearances. They're fine. Cleaned up the combustion chamber. It looked pretty good. This is the valve cover, valve springs and keepers. Recoil starter, not a recoil rather, rope starter. These did have a recoil on them. There's a lot of different options for these engines. Some had a recoil, some had just a plain rope type. I prefer these. Recoil starters are always a problem. When I first started working on this engine, I thought it was a Model 6. They're pretty much identical engines. A Model 6 and a Model N are basically the same. 2-inch bore, 2-inch stroke. The difference is, the biggest difference, is the shroud. The Model 6 will have a square shroud with a B and an S embossed here on top of the shroud. The Model N's always had this round shroud, round fuel tank here. That was a giveaway on this engine, because I originally thought it was a Model 6. But now I know it's a Model N. They made a lot of different variations of these engines. This particular engine has a mechanical governor. There's a little fly ball governor in here. Controls the speed of the engine. This is the arm, goes up and down. It gives a better speed adjustment. They also had the air vane governor. There was a little piece of tin in here. As the flywheel blew air against it, the higher the speed, the more air blew against that and closed the throttle down. I think these are a much better governor. They're more sensitive, more accurate. I've got stuffing in here, well, it's what it is, paper towels. I'm getting ready to prime and paint this engine. I've got it cleaned up, all the dirt off from it. I washed it down with mineral spirits, get all the grease off from it. Somebody painted it red, and I know who that was. But originally these were all painted black, so I'm going to paint the engine gloss black. But everything looks pretty good here. And here's your switch to ground it out. Pretty simple switch. Oil bath air cleaner. You won't see that today on any modern engine. These were a very good air cleaner. You filled it with oil. There's a level right there. The engine drew air through the top, up through the oil, and there's a filter inside here. This is a filter. So you had very clean air going into the engine. A very good feature. Made the engines last a lot longer. You won't find an oil bath air cleaner on anything that I know of today. The flywheel, and I know how this happened. Years ago when I was a kid monkeying with this, trying to get the nut off, and these are a left-handed thread on the crankshaft. and I had a screwdriver in here like I shouldn't do when I was 10, 12 years old and broke off one of the fins. Well, my dad saw what I was doing, so he says, well, that won't hurt anything. Just break off one on the other side to balance it out. So that's what I did. It seemed to work just fine. It's not the best thing to do, but when you're a kid, you make mistakes and you learn from them. So now when I have one of these that are kind of tough to take off, I either jam something, a piece of rag or something, take the spark plug out, jam a rag in there, and bring the piston up to top dead center so it won't turn over, and then you can loosen the nut on the crankshaft or use an impact wrench. The impact works pretty well. Just make sure you know whether it's right or left hand threads. That's probably how I broke these. I didn't know it was a left hand thread. The magnets are in the flywheel. You need the magnets to create the magnetic field through the coil to produce a spark. So that's where we're at on this. It's been kind of a fun project, brings back a lot of memories. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you got any comments, add them below.